Hi everyone. I was coming today with a video on how I did my lines on my large tags. These tags are for my Halloween book that I am doing. I know it's after Halloween, but I'm still working on it. It takes me a while, but this is one I showed pictures of, and it's the tags that fit in here in the little envelopes, and then in here with I'm off camera. In here in my little folders or envelopes, and then these tags fit on the other side of the envelope. So, and then it just goes through. So I'm not done with that. So I'll show a completed video when I'm done with that. Show my books. I have another book that goes in there. Those type of things. So anyway. Anywho, so the tags that fit in there are one, 4.5 by 6.5. And I did that for a 4 by 6 picture because it's a photo album. And then I wanted to put journaling lines on the back of these tags. Well, I didn't have a stamp. I didn't have anything that would stamp all these lines. Now I do have this little ruler-like thing that I can put a pencil in, and it's a drafting, I think that's what it is. It's a drafting tool. You set a ruler down and it sits on your ruler, and you put a pencil in and you draw your lines. But I have to draw every single one of those lines. So I saw a video, and I apologize, I don't know who did the video. I don't remember, but you can search for it. I think it comes up under, you know what? I don't even know what it comes up. If I remember to look for it, I'll link it in the bottom description box of it for the original one. So this is not my original idea, but I wanted to show you how I use it. So, okay. What I did is I went through the cardboard boxes. Actually, my mom did and helped me with it. And she pulled off, we just took and pulled off this layer of paper that's on the back of the corrugated cardboard. So there's a paper backing here, and that's the side you want to pull off and look at your lines and see. But this one's kind of smashed, and there's a whole bunch of little things. It's kind of wide in it. It's so if that's the look you're going for, more of a distressed, wide lined look, then this is probably the cardboard that you want to use. It'll give you that look when you ink it and whatnot. And you can even make little areas, you know, out of this, or if you want long, skinny lines on that. And it makes textural elements in junk journals, in mixed media artwork. You could do different lines. I saw somebody did a whole page on friendly junk journal people. It's the FJJP Facebook group that I'm on, that she did circles and in her cardboard, and then she peeled off the circles so she had lines and whatnot, and then she painted it and made a steampunk look journal out of it. You could also stamp with that and make different things. You could leave part of the paper on, so you have lines here, and then it goes down and you have lines over here, you know, those type of things. So you can make it really distressed, or you can clean it up really, really well and make it cleaner, a lot cleaner look for it. In order to clean mine, all I did was take my palette knife, and anywhere I saw these little lines in here, or these little things, I just went through and I scraped them off. So, and then I got to this on my cardboard, and you can see it's pretty clean. It's not too bad. Whatever was left was actually it kind of soaked in with the glue and whatnot. And then I found this little guy here. See how tiny those lines are? That would make a really great one. And this is what I'm talking about with the distressed. You can leave this on here and put your sealant glue over the top of it and then stamp with it, and it'll actually show that. Or you could wipe it off. You could take, you could stamp your ink on it, take a baby wipe and wipe off areas so that it's done. But what I did when I talked about those areas like that is I just went in here and scraped these little things, pick them up and scrape. You see, they just kind of work themselves, and it just takes some time. You could do it while you're watching TV. You could do it whenever. You know, so that it's not just, it does get tedious after a while. I mean, I kept scraping it off, and I was like, oh, well, there's another one. Well, I kept scraping it off, and then, oh, there's another one. And so they kind of act like they grow for a little while, but they eventually all come off if you just work at it and you just keep doing it. So, but this one I saved because I really like those teeny tiny lines. So I'm going to look for some more boxes like that because I think those would be really, really cute in there to make teeny tiny little writing lines. I don't know, they may be way too small because these are pretty small in themselves. So, so what I did was I did this with just the lines on it, and I thought, I want to put an image. I want to stamp an image on there. So I just did, you know, the traditional image. I tested it out first, of course, before I did it on my project. I took a test sheet and I stamped an image. I cut out a mask with just regular Post-it notes, stamped the part, you know, with the sticky where it would like stay on the thing, and then stamped the image on the sticky note, cut it out, and then put the sticky note over the image. Okay, so that's the basic 101 of masking. You can use a lot of things for masking. They even have products on the market that you can purchase that are clear masking products that are very thin and everything. I like Post-it notes because they are thin. I don't need it super thin. I think Jennifer McGuire uses Post-it note tape, which is a really great idea because forever and a day I'm cutting off the glue off of the Post-it notes because it's only on that one little strip, right? So anyway, you can get the ones that are all over Post-it notes too, that have the glue all over it or halfway on it. You know, those work really well too. So mask it down, and then I stamped my lines from here on here and to give a note card with an image on it. So that's what I did on my little photo folders. I made the top part of it a writing book, and I stamped the image first, mask it, then stamped it on my cardboard. Okay, so in order to prepare this, we've gone with step one, pulling the paper off of it, taking your palette knife, scraping off all those little thingies, right? Collage page. I don't know what the other lady used in hers, but I like Collage Page. You could also use matte medium. Ranger has a distressed matte medium. I don't know if they still have their studio line matte medium. That's by Ranger too. Golden has a matte medium. You can use gel. Now, gel matte medium has a little bit more texture to it, so you can get clumps and lumps and stuff like that in it. It's another design element if you want, but it can leave clumps, it can leave little bumps and stuff like this. This I just painted on, let the first coat dry all over it, and then paint it on a second coat. You can do 3 coats on it. It's not necessary, but you can do up to 3 coats. I would say if you're getting any more than 3 coats, sometimes that'll distort your lines, possibly, especially if it's the thick gel. The thick gel, you may only need 1 coat for that if you're using the matte gel. But those are the different products you can use. I just really like Collage Page. Let's turn around so you can actually read it. How about that? Instant Decoupage. It's by Alint. So tacky glue. So I really like this. It's a sealer finisher. It's water resistant. It's acid free. It dries matte. It dries completely. It doesn't stay sticky. And whatnot. So this is sticky because I use, after this completely dries, I let it dry for 48 hours. I use archival ink on it. And the reason why I use archival ink is eventually it'll dry. So I can put stuff on the top of this now, press it down, and it doesn't leave any lines. So it completely dries. But if it's water-based ink pad, it could take a while for it to dry. If you get any other ink on it, it's going to smear. This I can put a water base over it. It won't smear. The archival, it's completely waterproof. It's permanent, whatnot. And then once I ink it up, I do a test run with it. Because as you see, the first one comes out kind of spotted. I run my ink over it, I let it dry, and then I run my ink over it again, and then I start stamping. When I stamp, I usually turn it to the side, take my whatever it is, and line it up the best I can, and press it down. And I press, and then I just lift it up on the corner, and then you have lines. So if you have any questions or anything like that, just let me know. I'd be happy to answer any questions that I can, however I can. So I just wanted to let you know how I was doing them and whatnot. Now with the one with the mask, when you put the mask on, over your stamped image, turn it over. Same way, press it down. Little folder, press it really good, rub it, lift it up, you got lines. So it works really, really easy. So, and I'll go ahead and show you here. You just ink it up. You get ink all over your fingers like that, and then you take your little card, lay it down. Now this probably is not going to be as good an image as the ones I was getting, because of course they had built up ink on them. But we'll see how this goes. Okay, lift up on the corner and lift straight up. And there you go, lines. So I hope you enjoy it. It's very easy, and you have a lot of options. I mean, I've got 3 right here, and then of course I'm always getting boxes in, so I'm looking for different boxes. And when you go to the box stores, Costco, and if you have any Aldi's, a lot of times they'll have boxes and stuff like that. I've instructed my mom to look for the corrugated cardboard that's thin. So we can have more options with it. So we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, I hope everybody enjoys their day. So talk to you later. Bye.